Hey, boss. Hey, how are you today? It's your girl, LaShanda Henry here, aka SistaSense, and today we are going to go inside the Get Ready for Black Friday 100-day challenge with yours truly. So basically, what I wanted to do is to kind of give you a sense of what the Get Black Friday Ready challenge is all about. Essentially, every week, as part of this 100-day experience, I am checking in with you. I'm offering you weekly check in challenges where I'm challenging you to really intentionally work on your business and prepare for your fourth quarter holiday sales, the biggest sales season of the year. So each week we talk about a couple of T's when it comes to your time, really important tasks, thinking about your target audience, different techniques you can use to work on your business growth and your sales goals, as well as tackling personal challenges for you and for your potential customers too. So I wanted to actually give you an example of what something like this would look like when we check in every single week. So first and foremost, let me say this. I carve out time to put together sessions like this. These are videos that you can watch, and they are normally anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes so that you can sit down and get a sense of the things that I am doing intentionally in my business that week. And as I carve out time to create these videos for you, what I want you to be able to do is to, number one, take the time to watch the videos, but really more importantly, to implement the strategies, to integrate those techniques into your business. So when you sign up for the 100-day Get Ready for Friday challenge, you'll be able to log into your account and then access the videos that come out every single week. And of course, I'll also make sure that I check in with you via email and give you opportunities to check back in with me so you can ask me questions as part of the experience. So time is a big thing because I'm taking the time to not only work on my business, but to show you what I'm doing, pulling back the curtain so you can make the time to work on your business too. The thing that I really love to do each week is to share with you my personal projects, my profit projects, my goals, and how I'm working towards progress, right? You can't get to the profit without progress. So, for example, when it comes to growing your business and working on your Black Friday sales or your holiday sales, one very, very important essential is community, right? Do you have a community, whether it be people who are following you, purchasing from you on your social media websites? Do you have a community as far as an email list, right? Do you have previous customers? Do you have potential customers? Do you have a community? So each week, as I grow my community, I am not only checking in with you, but sharing with you things that you can do to grow your community too. So, for example, when it comes to growing my community as well as my business, I like to talk about the 3 Ps. You need products, pages, and people. So, what kind of products are you putting together? What kind of pages do you need to put these products on? And how are you going to reach people, drive those people to the pages to potentially purchase the products? All the P's, please, we talk about intentionally on a week by week basis. So, for example, when you start off with week 1 of this Get Ready for Black Friday experience, you're going to get the first training. You're going to watch that. And I'm basically telling you exactly what I'm doing for week 1, week 2, week 3, all the way through our 100 days every single week, right? One of the first things I talk about on week 1 is to focus on your products. Every week I am, and not only am I doing this, but I'm encouraging you to think about either things you need to map out, how you're going to move forward, how you're going to make certain things or market certain things in your business, right? So those big M's, what you need to map out, move forward with, make or market so that you're getting things done. The first week, we're looking at products, right? And I have specific types of products that I like to put out and focus, and I recommend my clients work on as well. We're thinking about Black Friday, right? And what you can do to really position yourself for success for the next couple of weeks. One of those types of products are obviously seasonal offers, right? So when you think about your community, when you think about products, when you think about mapping out your products for the future, what seasonal offers either did you put out last year that you want to bring back again? Or do you want to launch this year with the hope of, if it works out well for you, you continue to share that as an ongoing seasonal offer this year, next year, and for many years to come? Right? So there are actually 4 types of S offers that I talk about mapping out on week number 1, and seasonal offers is one of them. So when it comes to different types of profit projects that I put together for myself and that I challenge you to work on, mapping out intentionally your products, your pages, how you're going to work on communicating and reaching more people. These are the things that we do on a week by week basis. So whether you choose to work with me or not as part of the Black Friday, Get Ready for Black Friday 100-day challenge, if you are intentionally working on the next 100 days moving forward, what are some of your S seasonal offers that you either want to bring back or put together so you can launch? Now, I'm going to share with you my S offers and the different types of ones that I'm mapping out and working on for week number 1 as part of the experience. But this is just a good example to get you kind of in a headspace of what kind of projects we work on. Sometimes I am just mapping out things. Sometimes I'm actually making things, putting products together or pages together, and then walking you through the process so that you can mirror my strategies and or integrate them into what it is that you are trying to accomplish, right? So your tasks every single week are essentially listening to the video training that I share with you, usually anywhere between 20 to 30 minutes, and then using that information, using the questions that I give you, using the examples that I share with you to help you stay motivated and consistently work on your revenue, your reach, and your routines over the next 14 weeks, 100-day experience. So community and products, right? When we talked about different tasks, let's talk about your target. In order for you to consistently bring in revenue and grow your business, you have to have people, right? You got to have products to sell. You have to have people, your target audience. What are some things that you can do on a consistent basis, if not every day, at least a couple of times a week, right? To work on attracting your target audience, whether it be attracting new people or bringing previous customers back into the fold to work with you. What are some things that you can do? Okay. When you are in the 100 days challenge, I am sharing with you those things that I do. So on week 1, not only am I sharing the 4 S products that I'm mapping out intentionally and encourage you to think about and map out for your business, but I'm also sharing with you how I consistently, currently, and plan on over the next 100 days, plan to reach my ideal target customers, right? So I want you to think about for yourself what you're doing or what you can do. But of course, if you're curious about integrating some of my marketing strategies when it comes to reaching my target audience online, I'm going to be sharing that with you as we go through each week in our week by week weekly check-in session. Outside of mapping out different tasks and talking about strategically things that I do to reach my target, things that you can do too, I'm sharing different techniques that work for me. One of my favorite techniques to teach is what I call my 100 challenge. If you are looking for practical, realistic ways to really move forward, I encourage you to have a base point when it comes to all the P's. Number 1, your profit, right? How are you going to generate profit? Well, you can work towards a base goal of working towards making an average of $100 per day, okay? If that's a base goal for you, if you've already reached it, amazing, right? But I'm working with entrepreneurs who are working towards trying to get to their 4 and 5 figures consistently. So for a lot of people, that's a good starting point. How can I get to averaging $100 a day, working towards making anywhere between 3 to 5K on a monthly basis as a base goal, right? And so when it comes to looking at that first goal, I talk about the period of 100 days, over this 100-day period, working on your $100 average sales goal in profit on a daily basis. How do you do that? Well, there are a couple of things. Number one, reaching people, 100 people on a daily basis, right? And so when I'm every single week checking in with you, giving you the different projects that I'm doing to reach people on a daily basis, these are the same things that I want you to be able to integrate into your business, to ask me questions so that you can use my techniques in your existing business model, right? So we talk about the profit, we talk about the people, and also ultimately the pieces. So I'm always about working on your first or your next best set of 100 pieces of content. So over the course of 100 days, you're working on your $100 a day average in sales. You're working on reaching $100 as far as, 100 people a day, as far as the people you're trying to reach, and you're working towards creating your first or your next best 100 pieces of content. So from week one, from jump, I'm telling you exactly what kind of content I'm creating for my audience. I'm telling you what marketing techniques I'm using, what tools I'm using. So of course you can integrate those into your business, as well as ask me questions as we go through the process. So every week I'm checking in with your videos. You can check in with me virtually via email, via voice message, and I'll integrate your questions and requests into the next weekly check-in. And of course, outside of working with me as part of this virtual 100-day experience, you can also work with me directly. There's always opportunities to not only email me and send me a voice message, but schedule one-on-one sessions with me too, because I'm here for you. I want to be able to show you how you can integrate the techniques that I use into your business. So outside of course, focusing on taking the time to work on these weekly tasks and really get in a space where you are consistently connecting with your target audience by sharing some of these strategic techniques that I use, I also talk to you about tackling the resistance. There are going to be things that challenge you in your business, and there are going to be things that challenge your potential customers too when it comes to working with you or wanting to invest into something that you've put out there. So over the course of our conversations, I'm always checking in with you to share how you can tackle your own challenges, again, using some of my techniques, and or how I tackle the challenges or the reservations or the concerns when it comes to potential customers saying, yes, I want what you have. When it comes to people going from browsers to actual buyers, right? Conversion marketing matters. So building your community, working on creating compelling conversations, working on converting those browsers into buyers. This experience is me showing you as a real person, as an entrepreneur, what I do, right? Every week, checking in with you, kind of like how I'm doing right now. You're going to get the same kind of experience week by week, a new video every week. And then, of course, as you go through the process, you can check in with me for additional clarity. Again, that's if you choose to invest in working with me one-on-one or asking questions, because as I'm getting questions from you all and as I'm creating the weekly videos, I'll be integrating those questions into my weekly check-ins. So that's it. This is essentially what the Get Black Friday Ready 100-Day Challenge is all about. It's about 100 days of doing. So number one, I want you to take note of some of the questions that I asked you within this particular video. Do you have a community? Do you know how you're going to grow your community? Do you know how you are going to create content so that you are reaching people on a regular basis? Have you heard me talk about the 100 challenge, what you can do over the next 100-day period to work on your profit goals? Are you in a space where you're averaging at least $100 a day? Are you making more than that? If you're not there, what can you do to get there as far as making and reaching those profit goals, as far as reaching at least 100 real people every single day, some way online, virtually? Those are things that I want to share with you. And of course, working on your content too, at least 100 pieces of content. What can you do? What do I do? All the things. I share that with you as part of the experience. So take note of the questions I've asked you thus far. Take note if you have any questions for me, feel free to, again, either email sistasense@gmail.com. As you're here on the sistasense.com website, you can always click the gray tab on the right to send me a voice message. And of course, outside of what I'm sharing as part of this experience, you can always go over to sistasense.com/call me and schedule one-on-one sessions with me, whether it be one or a set of sessions for that extra dose of clarity, accountability, support, all the things. I'm here for you, right? So when it comes to your clarity, your strategy, when it comes to implementation sessions, content creation sessions, I want to make sure that outside of this week by week check-in series, I'm not only sharing with you what I do and encouraging you to do some of these things too, but creating space where we can work on these things together as part of my one-on-one coaching and consulting services. So take note of the questions. Check in with me if you need any additional clarity and support. Take your time. You definitely don't want to wait until the last minute to say, okay, what can I get ready for tomorrow, right? You want to have that stuff ready today. I always love to say, do something today that your future self will thank you for. So again, the goal here is to take your time every day, chip away at your goals, explore different things that maybe you've not thought about before, because of course, you know, I have so much experience in building my business and maintaining my business. I want to be able to show you how, number one, you can do some different things, but of course, how you can do some of the same things a little bit differently, right? Switching it up for you and for your customers too. So take note of some questions that you may have. Take note of some things that you need to be thinking about and asking yourself right now. Take the time to not just rush at the last minute, but intentionally use the next 100 days to strategically work on your business and take action. At the end of the day, I like to say there are two types of TA people, or rather, two types of AT people. There are active talkers and there are action takers. I don't want you to be an active talker talking about what they're doing or what you are eventually going to do. I want you to be an action taker, implementing, testing, and seeing what works for you. Phase in your greatness and test until you find your best. So this is about me sharing the things that I do to consistently take action, to stay motivated, to move forward, and encouraging you, motivating you, checking in with you consistently so you can do the same thing too. Okay, so again, check in with me. I hopefully can't wait to see you on the other side of 100 days, right? This 100-day Get Ready for Black Friday experience. And of course, outside of that, you know, I always got something new and amazing to help you create your amazing SistaSense style. Till next time, take care.